Hello students, I hope you all are very fine at your home. Before starting today's topic, I want to clear one doubt. Most of the students are having doubt. Should we make the notes? Should we make write question answers? What do we have to do? So first of all, I clarify you that up to class 8, maybe you are dependent on question answer based study. But now class 9, which is a semi board, anything will come from inside the book, so you can write the as it is which I prepared the notes. Either you can write your own notes which is very in clips form, which is very in short form, and only key points you have to write, and you also remember these only key points. So in examination time you have to remember only the concept, because only concept will work in the examination, and remaining the headings, with the help of headings, with the help of key points, you can write answer very easily, because you don't know what will come in the examination, because it is a semi board. The question paper will come from the outside, it means from the board. So that's why please leave the habit of write question answers or study of question answer based study. Now you have to study thoroughly from the book. You have to understand each concept very properly. Each diagram, whatever it is in the book, you have to read, understand, and learn properly. So please don't confuse about the right notes, right questions, or whatever you. Now you are free. The main basic concept, it is the understanding. You have to understand all the things properly. I hope you understand what I'm explaining you, or what I want to tell you about this doubt. So now today I start the types of mountain. Last time already I discussed one mountain types, which is the fold mountain. Basically there are four types of mountain: fold mountain, block mountain, residual mountain, and volcanic mountain. Last time we have already discussed the fold mountain and its type, young fold mountain and the old fold mountain. I hope you clear these both the doubts. Now, today I am going to explain you about the block mountain, residual mountain, and volcanic mountain. So now, this is the block mountain. In the basic introductory chapter, I already explained you what is block mountain. I hope if you remember something, there is a plate tectonics. This is the earth crust. The compressional force is applied on the both the sides by another plates, and then what will happen? There are some faults, and because of these faults, basically the cracks, folds, or the cracks, due to this crack or fault, what will happen? It is breakdown, and this will go subducted, this will go down, and the upper part is just like that. Now see, so these like structure it is formed. Okay, because this part is subducted, and so I already cleared this is the host, this is the graben. Okay, so this is the block mountain. Why block mountain? Because it is looks like a block, the remaining the side part it is subducted, it is go downside. So this is called the block mountain. It is very basic concept. Now see, block mountains are the result of faulting. As I already told you, due to the cracks, due to the faulting, the block mountains are formed. Earth movement generate tensional force. I already cleared tensional force from the both side. That tends to pull the crust apart and fault are developed. What will happen? The crust apart. The crust will go inside. It is also called the landslide. Just like this is the part, and this side part it is landslided. Okay, it is go downside. It is called the crust apart or go aside. And fault are developed. What is this? Fault are developed. Block enclosed by the faults remain as it is or rises. The block, this is the block part, it remains as it is or either rises up. Actually it is not rising up, the side part is going down, that's why it looks like a rises up. Okay, but basically what is it? It remains as it is in the center part, the only side part is going downside. The upstanding block becomes the host or the block mountain. That's this upstanding part. It is called the host, and also this part is also called the block mountain. And what are the characteristics of it? Basically, if you see structure properly, now see, this is the block mountain. So how its side? It is steep side. I already cleared you. Okay. There are two types, na? There is gentle and it is the steep side. Flat top, the top is completely flat. Massiveness and steep slopes and smooth topography. This basically what is a smooth topography. If you have seen the mountains, there is topography in the surface. Basically understand basic concept is the topography means the surface. If you see in the mountain which are fold mountain, their topography is like the rough surface. Okay, we all also discuss this, the rough surface. But in the block mountain, the surface is very smooth. That's why it is the smooth topography. Basically it is long lane part. That's why it is called topography. Okay. Distribution, where it is found. So examples of block mountains are Black Forest. Now don't confuse. It is a Black Forest. It does not mean it is something else. It is the name of the forest which is in the Germany. What is it? Black Forest. Vosges, which is in France, and Vindhyas. Vindhyas it is in the India, which is also in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, remember this. So Vindhyas. These are the three examples you remember. Black Forest in Germany, Vosges in France, and Vindhyas, which is in India. Now come on the next part. It is called the residual mountain. I told many times that whenever you study anything, before writing anything in the examination, sometimes you leave the questions. No need to leave the questions. If you understand the word properly. Now what is the residual? What does it mean residual? I think in chemistry we have doing some chemical reactions and the residue is left. The remaining part is left. Same like that. Now we have seen that two types of mountain, the fold mountain and the block mountain. If there is a erosion is going on in this mountain, in both, either it is fold mountain, either it is block mountain, because due to the glacier, river, wind, these all are the agents. They are eroding the upper layer or upper surface of the mountains, and the mountains change their shape and only the residual part is left. This kind of mountain, it is called the residual mountain. It's very simple. Now see, when an area of highland remains standing above the general level after rivers and other natural agents have lowered the surface of the surroundings. Now what will happen? Its surface is lower down. Surface of the surrounding as compared to surrounding area. Okay. That structure is called the residual mountain. Okay. So their structure is lower down. Earlier it is like that. Now it is like that because due to the erosion, either river, either the different agents. That is called the residual mountain. Now see what are the characteristics of it. Very gentle slope because it is like that. So their slopes are very gentle. Height is lowered already because I told this is a earlier block mountain. Sorry, that fold mountain, either the block mountain. It is due to eroded. The upper surface is eroded completely. That's why the height is decreasing. And curve peaks. Now you can see the mountains are very peak pointed. Okay, here also the pointed, but here they are having the curved. You can see the curved peak or not distinct peak. Even sometimes the mountains like that you cannot differentiate between the two mountains or three mountains. That's why it is no distinct peaks. Okay, so curved peaks. So these are the characteristics, and there is only one example of the. It is that Helvane, which is Helvane residual mountain, which is in England. कहाँ पर है ये? It is located in the England. The last one, which is the volcanic mountain. What is the last one? It is the volcanic mountain. By the name, you can easily understand what is the volcanic mountain. Now, see, first of all, you see or you understand by the diagrams. You can easily see this diagram. Generally, how these volcanoes are formed. Maybe you are having one confusion. Now, let me tell you how these volcanoes are formed. You thought that the volcano is like that structure, but it is not true, because these volcanoes are not directly in the form of mountains. These mountains are formed due to the volcanic eruption. Now what is happening? See, there is a earth crust. Inside the earth crust, the lava is filled or the lava is stored. It is in the form of magma chamber. What is it called? Magma chamber. When there are some cracks which is found in the earth crust, these cracks, when these cracks are big, so this magma is coming out on the surface of earth, and what will happen? the lava, the magma is coming outside on the surface of that, and it is coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, and finally because of the continuously eruption, it make the shape of volcano. And there here it is called the vent, the pipeline from where it is coming. It is not actually the pipeline, but this structure it is called vent. We can say that it is the main pipeline because from here the volcano or the lava is coming out. So it is called vent. And the uppermost surface, which is like a circular semicircle, it is called the crater. Maybe in examination it will come what is crater or what is crater lake. So at the mouth of the volcano you can see the semi circle structure. It is called crater. And when the water is filled due to the rainy season or due to the rain, what will happen? It completely, but it is not in the volcanic chapter we'll study clearly, okay, the different types of mountain. But when this mountain is completely extinct, it means there is no eruption is going on. So in that condition, there is no eruption, it is completely stopped erupting. At that condition, this is completely filled with water, and this is called the crater lake. Generally it is called the crater, the structure it is called the crater, but when the water is filled due to the rain, it is called the crater lake. This is called the vent, and this is the flowing lava. Okay, and this flowing lava cools down due to the outer temperature, because inside the temperature is very high and outside temperature is low as compared to it. Because of the cool down, it solidified, and due to solidification it forms the structure of mountain. By this way these volcanic mountains are formed. So don't confuse, the volcanoes are not directly like mountains. They are due to the eruption continuously coming out lava, and finally they form a structure of mountain. This kind of mountains are called the volcanic mountains. Now see, an explosion of the material from deep within the earth crust, because I already told that inside the earth there is a magma chamber, from inside it is coming out in the form of enormous amount of lava or the ash. Okay, now one more thing, when there is inside the earth in the magma, that it is, what is the magma? It is the hot molten material. Okay, whatever the rocks, minerals, so many things which is completely in the liquid form, malted. Okay, this is called the magma. When inside the earth it is called magma, when it will comes out it is called lava. So don't confuse what is lava, what is, both are same, only the position is different, but there is liquidity is change. In magma the liquidity is high, in the lava the liquidity is as compared to it lower. Okay, so it is the magma and it is the lava. So uh, earth in the form of the enormous amount of lava or ash with which piles up on the earth's surface, forming mountain called the volcanic mountain. This lava is completely piled up, cools down. And one more thing, you cannot go the as it is language, you can also write answer in your own language. The main thing, you have to understand the concept. Okay, now see, then volcanic mountains are formed by the volcanoes. World great mountain formed by the volcanoes like a Kilimanjaro. Okay, Kil, आप इस प्रकार याद रख सकते हैं. You can learn by this way. Kil, which we using in our home for the hanging something. It is called Kilimanjaro. Okay, it is located in Africa. Where it is? It is in Africa. Another one is Mount Fujiyama, not Pajama. It is a Fujiyama. Okay, don't take it in a wrong way. It is the Fujiyama. Okay, so Mount Fujiyama, it is in Japan. Okay, it is in Japan. So Mount Kilimanjaro, which is in Africa, and Mount Fujiyama, which is in Japan. Then accumulation, it means the collection, which I told, the accumulation which is coming on the surface of the accumulation collect, or it's called collection of volcanic material ejected from the bowels of the earth are known as mountains of the accumulation. It is also called the mountains of. Now you just see the diagram, it will also helpful in your next chapter, which is the volcano. Now as I told, this is the earth crust. Inside the earth crust there is a liquid molten material is there, it is called magma chamber. Okay, it is called the magma chamber, from where the magma is coming out from the earth crust. These are the cracks. This is called the vent, the pipeline. Okay, this is completely the vent. This is the layer of rocks, the flowing lava, and it is the eruption part. And this structure, this circular structure, the circle, it is the crater. Okay, you can also see that the clouds of dust and smoke is also there, ash, because along with the lava the large amount of different gases, CO2, carbon monoxide, these different gases as well as ash, dust, so many things are coming out. And the largest amount, what will come out? Just remember what will come out. It is H2O, water vapor. Okay, water vapor will come out in the largest amount. Okay, now see. Now characteristics. What are the characteristics of volcanic mountain? Gentle slope. What is it? It's having the gentle slope. And during eruption, volcanoes release gas, ash, solid rocks, and lava. Obviously, yes, there are two types of lavas. Okay, what are these? Acidic lava or basic lava? I hope in chemistry you also studied what is the acid and what is the base. Acid which are very hard in nature, okay, and the bases which are light in nature. Same like that here, the acid lava which is very hard, okay, as it will come out it solidify very fast. The main difference it is the acidic lava solidify very fast and the basic lava solidify very slowly. Okay, that's why what is happen in the acid lava the structure is very high, okay, and the basic lava the structure is like very gentle. Why? Because it will flow and it will spread in the surface, but the acid lava it completely cools down very fast. That's why the structure is very high. Okay, now see, acidic lava the dome is high and the slopes are steep. I already told you because it solidify very fast. The example it is Fujiyama, which is in Japan. Next is the basic lava. The dome height is low and slopes are gentle. Example is Mauna Loa, which is in Hawaii Island. Okay, this Hawaii Island it is under of the USA, United States of America, which is in the Pacific Ocean, Mauna Loa. Okay. Then distribution. Examples of these volcanoes are Kilimanjaro, which is in Africa, Mount Fujiyama in Japan, Mauna Loa, which is in the Hawaii Island. Now, I hope you understand all these four types of mountains: fold mountain, block mountain, then residual mountain, and the volcanic mountain. Now, there is one more part which is very short, which is the valleys. What is the valleys? Generally, it is also part of block mountain. That's why it is in the part. Okay. As I told you, this is the structure of block mountain and there is a graben. Okay, it is a host and it is a graben. This subducted part, this now see, if there is a one block mountain, along with it there is also one block mountain. Inside it there is a linear structure because maybe it is due to the rivers. Okay, so this linear structure, it is called the Rift Valley. What is it called? Rift Valley. Maybe you have seen one movie, it is called the Mohenjo-daro. I think you have seen the Mohenjo-daro. And the hero, which is the Hrithik Roshan, in the starting, when the movie is starting, when the movie was started, at that time, he was hunting one crocodile. So that reason, I think you must have seen that reason. That reason it is called the Rift Valley. If you want to visualize it, it is that reason it is called the Rift Valley, because the both side the mountainous region and inside it there is a valley. Okay, but actually the water is stored, but that structure it is called the valley. Okay, a rift valley is lowland region that forms where earth tectonic plates move apart or rift. Now these plate tectonics are move apart and the remaining part is lower down. This is the rift valley. Rift Valley is linear depression. Depression means downside and linear means in the line form I already cleared you. Or through created by the shrinking of the intermediate crustal rocks between two or more parallel faults. I told two or more parallel faults, also known as the graben. As I told in the block mountain, this is the host and the lower part is called the graben. Na? So this is graben. What is the graben? Graben is also called the Rift Valley. Okay. Now what are the characteristics of it? Two characteristics. A portion of land that shrinks from the valley it is called the portion at the lane, it is sinks the it is the lower level, and it is bordered by the fault zones. It is bordered by the fault because this is a fault, it is the fault, so it is bordered with both the faulting zones. Now examples, distribution, where it is located. There is one example, it is the Rhine Valley, which is in between the Vosges and Black Forest. Now see, this is the structure. It is the Vosges, which is in France, and this is the Black Forest, which is in the Germany. In between there is a river which is flowing, it is called the Rhine River. And due to this river flowing, this lower linear level, it is called the Rift Valley. It is completely called Rhine Rift Valley. I hope you understand. Same like that. In India, there is also one which is in Madhya Pradesh. What is that? There is a, just like this is the structure of Madhya Pradesh. Okay. There is a two ranges. One is the Vindhyachal and another one is the Satpura range. In between it, there is a river which is called Narmada river is flowing through it. Okay. And it will merge into the Arabian Sea. So this is the Aravalli, this is the Vindhyachal and this is the Satpura. These both are the mountainous range. In between there is a river, Narmada is flowing. In between this river level, the lower level, it is called the Rift Valley. What Rift Valley? Narmada Rift Valley. I hope you understand. So Narmada Rift Valley, in between the Vindhya and Satpura. Same like that. It is the Vindhya range, you can understand that, and it is the Satpura. In between that, the river Narmada is flowing and they forms a Narmada Valley. I hope you understand this whole chapter or this whole topic, which is the types of mountains. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice time. Enjoy your study. Do your study properly. Thank you so much.